Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Emily, and today we're doing a long-awaited reading update. I know I haven't done one since like the middle of February. I did film another one, but I don't know. I just wasn't happy with it, and I didn't have my bookshelves in the background, but I finally cleaned out from in front of my bookshelves so that I could sit here. I am sitting a few levels up because I decided to sit on a chair this time, and you can see some of my bookshelves higher up. Anyway, so there's a lot to go over in this, so I'm not going to go into any great detail, but I thought we would start with the books that I hauled since the last time I talked to you. So we're going to get right into it. So the first ones I want to talk about are Demon Slayer. I did get volumes 11 through 15, and then I got 21, 22, and 23. I am going to be getting the last 5 hopefully this month, and then hopefully next month I'm hoping, because Realmathon's happening and the Magical Readathon, I'm hoping to do like some kind of 24-hour readathon where I read the entire Demon Slayer manga, so hopefully I can get that done. I'm really excited because I love the Demon Slayer anime show, so I'm hoping to love the manga just as much. So moving on, we're gonna go talk about some other books. So I'm just gonna put the pictures up here, and I don't think I'll be doing too much of a synopsis like I normally don't. So I got An Unkindness of Magicians. I wanted to pick this one up actually because I know the second one's coming out and I didn't know there was going to be a second one, so I would like to give this one a try. Then I picked up The Night Will Find Us. I believe this one's on my 31 horror thriller to read that are like closely on my radar. I got Binding 13. I was going through a little bit of a romance kick there in February, so I was getting a bunch of different romances. And then I got Whispers of You, which I have read, which was a Catherine Cowles book. I'm really into her books right now, so you'll see a bunch of those on here. Next, I got Falling Embers by her, which I also read. Then I got Nana. This was supposed to be the book club pick for February, and I did not get to that unfortunately, but I would still really like to. Then I got episode 13. This is a new release, but this one, and then I think Whispers of You, which came out, my grandma got for me, so it doesn't count as me buying it, so because I didn't have any TBR treats in February, I don't believe. Then I got Always Mine, which I got for free. Then I got The Beast Hunters, which I got for free, which this one sounds so fun. Then I picked up The Scepter, also a new release. It's a novella in Jay Bree's new fantasy romance series coming out. The first book was supposed to come out at the end of March, but it got moved to sometime towards, I think, either the middle or the end of April, so I'm really excited to get to this. I got Deeper Than the Dead, which I found from Katrina, who talked about this book, and it sounded really good, so I was happy when it went on sale and I was able to get it. Then I got another Catherine Cowles book, and that is Beautifully Broken Pieces, and also Hidden Waters, Shattered Sea, and Fractured Sky by Catherine Cowles. Then I picked up Malice House. It was on sale, and I believe it's a book club book for like the spring, so I'm very hopeful that I will get to this one. Then I got House of Shadows, which I believe is a Darcy Coates book, which I've been slowly collecting her books. Then I got Reckless Memories. It was free, another Catherine Cowles book. Then I got An Incarnation of Shadow and Light. This one was free. I got Can't Spell Treason Without Tea. I've heard really good things about this cozy fantasy, mystery, whatever it is, and I got it for free. I got Breakable Things, which I really like Katie Wismer's other poetry works, so I'm really excited to see this one also become hopefully a 5-star. Then I picked up another Darcy Coates. It was on sale, and that was Gallows Hill. And lastly, I picked up the Icosar Falcon as an Audible credit, and I believe that was everything that I've hauled since the last time I talked to you guys. So I'm so sorry it's been a while. I've just been like all out of sorts. Like I said in a previous video, I have been doing crafts. So I've been doing like crafts for this craft fair, and I've just been making all kinds of different bookmarks, and they've just been taking a lot of time. I could be reading whatchamacallit, I could be reading audiobooks while I'm doing them, but I've been listening to podcasts. So yeah, so my reading has kind of gone downhill, but I'm so hopeful though that after the craft fair on April 1st that things will kind of settle down and go back to normal a little bit. So I'm so sorry that you've barely gotten any content from me. I have some other videos coming out. I'm also filming a bunch of videos today so that they are ready to go and just need edited and then uploaded. So bear with me. So I believe the last time I talked to you, I had just finished Punk 57 in February. So I'm gonna just let you guys know the rest of the books that I ended up finishing in February. So, okay, so I started and finished Whispers of You by Catherine Cowles, 5 out of 5 stars. I'm not really a second chance romance kind of girl, but this one was good. I really enjoyed this one. I find that I really enjoy her books, and any trope she does, even if I don't like it, she does very well. So I have high hopes for this author. Then I read Rogue Protocol by Martha Wells. I'm continuing on in the Murderbot series slowly. This one I think I gave 3 stars. It wasn't a new favorite, but it was still enjoyable. Then the next, I think 4, I read for the 72 Hours in a Haunted House vlog. I would say go watch that and see my thoughts on these books, but that vlog was not my best. So I am sorry that some of you actually saw it. So for that I did read Guest by Keelan Patrick Burke. I think I gave it 2 or 3 stars. So I started The Vessel and I got halfway through and it was just not vibing with me, so I DNF'd it, but I did count it because I got over halfway through. I read How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. Really enjoyed this. Definitely not a fan of the creepy thing in here. Not a fan. Brings back horrible childhood memories of these dolls my grandma used to have. And when I would stay over, they'd just be sitting there staring at me and I absolutely hated them. I would hide them in the closet or turn them around. So yeah, no. And I also read The House in the Pines, which I gave 3 stars. This was a new release and I was so happy to get it from my library. I really enjoyed it. Definitely dealt with something that I don't think I've read about before, so that was nice to see. And then I did start The Jigsaw Man. Now I have recently very soft DNF'd this. I definitely want to come back to it, but I have just been in such a weird reading slump, like on and off, that I would stop, not read it for days, go back, and then feel like I forgot a little bit of it. So that's definitely not on the book, that's on me. I am definitely going to go back to it when my mindset is more in tune with the book. And I read Falling Embers by Catherine Cowles, 5 out of 5 stars, really enjoyed it. And the last book I read in February was What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. I did enjoy this one. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It's probably more of a 4.5, but I think that she did a really amazing job at telling the story and looking at different things and the different plot twists, and yeah, so I really enjoyed that one. So those were all the books that I finished out in February. I think I did read 14 books in February. I had 6 audio, 8 ebooks. I had 6 romances, 3 mystery thrillers, 3 horror, 1 sci-fi, and 1 other. I had 6 5-stars, 1 4-star, 3 3-stars, 2 2-stars, and 2 DNFs this month. And all 14 books I read were adult books, and I borrowed 7 of them. I did not calculate the total number of pages, so I will not be telling you that. As far as my TBR goes, if you watch my TBR video for March, you'll know that I did fail my TBR for February. So I did do the reread, which I did Punk 57. I did The Male Author. It was supposed to be Blade itself, but I read Guest for that. I did not complete the lowest rated, which was First We Were 4. I did complete Beautiful Cover, which I had Hidden Gems for. I completed Indie Book, which originally was unsold, but I used Tattered Stars for. I did not complete Someone's Favorite List of 2022. I was supposed to read Sword Heart or Legends and Lattes. Did not get to either of those. And I did not get to the other indie book, which was That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. So unfortunately, I really did want to get to a bunch of these, but I just got into a romance mood after I did my reading contemporary romances. and I just sat in it and just did that, and I think it hindered some of the other reads I had for the rest of the month. But yeah, so we're going to now move on into March. So the first 3 days of March, I didn't read anything. But then on Saturday, on the 4th, I did start and finish the entirety of Hidden Waters by Catherine Cowles. Really enjoy this series, and I don't know, I just love this series. 5 out of 5 stars, great. If you haven't checked out this series, you definitely should. Then I had a book that was going to go back to the library, I think, that day, so I started and finished on Sunday, Lost in the Moment and Found by Seanan McGuire. Really liked this one. Definitely a lot of hard topics, so go into it knowing some of the trigger warnings for it. I really enjoyed this one. The world felt like it could have been explored a little more, but I did overall enjoy it. Gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Then I started and finished Shattered Sea, also by Catherine Cowles. If you can see, like, I'm just on a romance kick, especially with Catherine Cowles. I have found a new favorite author, if you can't tell. So I finished that one, 5 out of 5 stars, absolutely loved it, yada, yada, yada. And then right now we're sitting at my current reads, which is Fractured Sky, which is the last book in this series, the Tattered and Torn series, I believe it's called. And I'm like 40 something of the way through, and I have not finished it. I don't know if it's because it's the end of this series, and it's the book I've been waiting for the most because it's Shiloh's book, so I've been waiting for this one. And I think I'm just too afraid for it to end, so I've kind of stalled out now for, let's see, probably like 6 days, so I need to get back in and read that. And I also started Elantris. I just picked this up the one day. I have the audiobook for it, so I was following along. I only got like 51 pages into it. Brandon Sanderson, I have a love-hate relationship with him. I've only read one other book by him, which was Warbreaker. It was good. I enjoyed it. This is like 600 and something pages, and I'm trying to get back into fantasy because Realmathon's next month, and I pledged myself to the fantasy team. So I would really like to get into this. I have like this reading order I want to read the Cosmere in, and this is the first one. And I just need to get through this one so I can get through some of the little novellas and the manga, and then I can get into Mistborn. That's what I really want to get into. So I'm just trying to slowly work my way into this. It's been a day or so since I picked it up, but I think if I read about like 50 pages a day till like the end of the month, I could probably finish this, and I would just be super happy, even though it's not on my TBR. So to recap for my TBR, I have 3 mood reads, which I've used one already for, and then the second one I'm using for Fractured Sky. I have an indie book that I used Hidden Waters for, and I have Title Doesn't Contain the Letter P, which I used Shattered Sea for. So I still need to read Ninth House, Hellbent, From Blood and Ash, The Scepter, The Poppy War, The Spite House, and I have one other space for a mood read. I'm not sure if I really want to get into Poppy War. I'm not sure. I've heard such good things about this, but I don't feel like I'm in the right mindset for it, and I want to wait till I can like maybe binge this. So I don't know. I don't know if I should just pick a different book off that shelf, because it was The Poppy War, Kingdom of the Wicked, Kings of the Wild, and Nevernight. Those were the 4 books, and I had my Echo pick a book for me, or a number, and she picked The Poppy War. So I don't know if I should have a backup and use that as one of my like switch out things, because if I did, I would read Kingdom of the Wicked because I love Carrie Maniscalco's writing, and this one has some romance in it, and I've heard really good things about this series. Like, I absolutely love the map in this, so I'm not sure if I should just switch this one and use it as one of my 2 switch outs that I allow myself every month. So I guess let me know if I'm not feeling the Poppy War right now. Should I just pick up one that I am feeling? I'm thinking that's the way to go. So this one might be switched out with the Poppy War, unfortunately. But yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. I'm really excited to get into Ninth House again so I can get to Hellbent, and I really am excited to get into From Blood and Ash, and I have the audiobook for this one too, but I think I'm like afraid to get into this one because I feel like I'm gonna want to binge the whole series, and I don't have all the books. I have like the majority of them, but I don't have them all. So I'm like, do I wait or do I just bite the bullet and read the first one and let it take me where I go, and it'll get one more book done on my TBR and maybe get me out of this reading slump I am falling into. So yeah, so that is everything that's just been going on. I've just kind of been feeling like overwhelmed with this craft fair thing. So I've been focusing on that. I even was trying the idea, I know you guys won't find this unbelievable, but I was like playing around with different TBR game ideas. I just love making game boards. I don't know what it is, but it didn't work out. The board got way too big. It got way out of hand, and I just went way overboard. I'm not switching out my game. I was just messing around. But I just needed something else to do other than the crafts for the craft fair or reading. Like, I just wanted something else to keep my mind off of stuff, and it turned into something, and it's just, Anyway, so it's just been one of those weird month, weeks, days kind of thing. So I'm so happy to have finally gotten this video filmed and up for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. My next video is definitely going to be letting you guys know all of the prompts that I've had for my games, my TBR tiles, and my current TBR maze one. So watch out for that one. It is coming very soon. And so I hope you like this video. Comment down below letting me know what you guys have been up to and what are some ways you get out of a reading slump. Give me some ideas. And yeah, so subscribe if you want to. I would greatly appreciate it. And until my next video, I will see you guys again soon. Bye!